Hey y'all, we are going to do a problem when it says change the word phrase to an algebraic expression. So what it wants us to write is an algebraic expression. So technically it just wants us to take words and write it in math. Okay, so it'll say something like 49 subtracted from a number. It'll tell you also what to use for your unknown variable. We're going to let x be the number, okay? I also have a form that I can post on D2L, which kind of has like some phrases that you would read and then how you're supposed to write it in math. Reading this, I know that I'm going to use x as a number, right? So I could literally just kind of make a note and be like, that's going to be my x, right? And then my subtracted from, that's negative, that's minus, that's difference. I know I'm going to have a subtraction sign. Instead of doing that sideways, let me do it like this. And then we have, of course, the number 49, right? So something that I didn't really put anything under or circle is the word from. And that's actually a very important word in this sentence. This is saying that I have a number and from it, 49 is being subtracted. Okay, I know it kind of seems backwards, but that from really is like something that's going to help you figure this out. We're going to start with our number, right? I know I have a number, and then the sentence is telling me that 49 is being subtracted from it. If it was to say a number minus 49, that would make more sense, right? Because that's kind of how we read it, but it's not going to really word it that way. It's going to kind of seem backwards whenever you read these problems. I want to do another one just so it makes some sense. Let me see. So if you see something like that, you're going to write it as x minus 49. This is saying that 49 subtracted from a number, okay? Okay, so let's do this one. Say we see something that says the difference between the difference between 4 times a number and 3. The difference between 4 times a number and 3. My keywords that stick out to me are going to be the difference between 4 times a number and 3. So difference means I know I'm going to have a subtraction sign, right? And then 4 times a number, we're letting x be our number. So 4 times a number would be what? It would be 4 times a number. Now the sentence tells me to do the difference between this, my 4 times a number, and 3. So this is saying the difference that's between, so like in the middle of 4 times a number and 3. So that would be your final answer right here, y'all. 4x minus 3. Okay, let's do this one right here. This one says the product of 2 and 6 less than a number. Okay, so the product of 2 and 6 less than a number. So product, multiplication, 2, 6 less than a number. And we know that we're letting our number equal x, right? So the product means multiplication. So this is telling me that I have the product of 2 and then all this other stuff, right? So I don't know what else 2 is going to multiply with, but I know for a fact I have 2 And then it says product of 2 and 6 less than a number. Okay, so it's not just the product of 2 and a number, right? That would be 2x, but it doesn't say that. It actually says that I have the product of 2 and this whole 6 less than a number. That whole thing right there is what I'm multiplying to my 2. The product of 2 and. I'm going to open up a set of parentheses. That and, in my mind, means that I do have multiple things multiplying my 2. And if you read it, it says 6 less than a number. So the incorrect way to write that would be, oh, I meant to do that in red, y'all. The incorrect way to write 6 less than a number would be like this. That's wrong. This is actually saying a number less than 6, right? So what we want to do is actually flip that. We want to do 6 less than a number. So we would do 6 less than a number. We don't know that number, so it's our x. Now this right here is saying 2 times everything inside of the parentheses, right? Also can be worded as 2 multiplied to everything inside of these parentheses. The way this sentence is worded is the product of. That's also multiplication. Product means multiplication. So this is saying the multiplication of 2 and 6 less than a number. And I get it, y'all. I get that it's real backwards and it's super easy to mess up. So use the view an example if you need to, and make sure that you keep emailing me and using that remind, which comes to my phone as a text message. Okay. We've done determine if something was a solution. And we've done that one. Okay, I'm going to end this video and I'm going to start another one, okay? I'm trying to get as much done as I can this morning before I go to teach. Thank y'all. Bye.